Modern philosophy, emerging in the early 17th century and continuing through the 18th century, marked a significant departure from the medieval and Renaissance periods. It centered on new approaches to understanding knowledge, reality, and human existence. This era in philosophy is often characterized by a turn towards a more secular and individualistic approach to knowledge and ethics, heavily emphasizing reason and experience. René Descartes, 1596-1750. Descartes is famous for his statement, cogito ergo sum, I think therefore I am. This proposition became a fundamental element in Western philosophy, as it provided a new foundational basis for knowledge outside of traditional scholasticism. It posited that while one could doubt everything, the very act of doubting indicates a doubter, a thinking self, thereby affirming the existence of the self. Dualism. Descartes is also known for his mind-body dualism, which distinguished between the mind, a non-material thinking entity, and the body, a material entity. This dualism raised significant questions about the relationship between consciousness and the physical world. John Locke, 1632-1704. Empiricism. Locke argued that all knowledge comes from sensory experience. He is famous for his theory of the tabula rasa, or blank slate, which suggested that individuals are born without innate ideas and that knowledge is instead determined by experience and perception. Political philosophy. Locke also made significant contributions to political philosophy, particularly with his notions of the social contract and government by consent, which influenced the development of liberal political thought. David Hume, 1711-1776. Empirical skepticism. Hume took Locke's empiricism further, arguing that our beliefs about causality, the self, and the external world are not rationally justified, but are the products of custom and habit. His skepticism about the possibility of certain knowledge has had a lasting impact on philosophy. Ethical theory. Hume was also a key figure in the development of moral philosophy, proposing that reason alone cannot be a motive to action, and that moral distinctions are derived from moral sentiments. Immanuel Kant, 1724-1804. Synthesis of rationalism and empiricism. Kant's work represents a pivotal moment in modern philosophy. He sought to resolve the disputes between the rationalists and the empiricists by proposing a new approach to understanding knowledge and reality. Transcendental idealism. Kant argued that while our knowledge starts with experience, not all of it arises from experience. He introduced the concept of a priori synthetic judgments, knowledge that is both necessary and universal, but not derived from experience. This includes mathematics and the fundamental principles of physics. Moral philosophy. Kant's ethical theory is based on the principle of the categorical imperative, which states that moral maxims must be universally applicable. He emphasized autonomy and the moral duty inherent in rational beings. Impact and legacy. Foundations for modern thought. The ideas developed during this period laid the foundation for much of modern philosophy, including epistemology, metaphysics, ethics, and political theory. Enlightenment. These thinkers were instrumental in the Age of Enlightenment, a period that emphasized reason, individualism, and skepticism of traditional authority. Influence on subsequent philosophers. The work of these philosophers influenced later schools of thought, including German idealism, existentialism, and analytic philosophy. Modern philosophy, with its focus on the capabilities of individual reason and the empirical investigation of reality, represents a significant turning point in philosophical thought, shaping the trajectory of Western philosophy up to the present day.